Oh, darn it. It's the wrong scene. Oh, I don't have any scenes. Okay. Do I have Do Not Disturb on or something? What is up with the notifications? Starts with the letter P. Awesome. I didn't even know that was a feature. It can now read the chat to me. So I don't have to focus on that anymore. Once they fix their notification system, at least. Oh. I want to do a test. Yeah, it seems like it's not working right now. So we might have to go to the Prism Discord to see what's up with that, but whatever the case may be, hopefully it gets fixed soon because I would like to see my notifications. Okay, welcome to Access Football 2026, Day 2 of the UAFL preseason. I'm going to test the notification system on Twitch now. YouTube, it looks like both YouTube and Twitch has now failed, which is surprising. I mean, I want to figure out why it's doing that. Yeah, there seems to be there seems to be a bug with the Prism app. It's been a problem since last night. Because normally that would tell me when a It would normally tell me when a viewer joins the stream on. It would usually tell me when someone sends me a message on YouTube, but it has not been doing that ever since last night. Not to mention YouTube crashed earlier today. Yeah, even though I was at work, I know about the YouTube crash, so I wonder what caused the YouTube app to just stop working, because I don't think there's going to be 20 million YouTubers or 20 million people on YouTube at the same time, but that's what it is. All right, so looks like I'm going to be reading chat on screen again. This is why I have multiple devices, because, yeah. All right, so let's get started. Welcome to the second day of the Ultimate Access Football League preseason. We got 4 games. Today we're doing the Ottawa Capitals versus the Los Angeles Tide, Mexico City Jaguars versus the Cleveland Coyotes, the Cincinnati Royals versus the Atlanta Razorbacks, and the Carolina Rattlers versus the Pittsburgh Ironhawks. We're going to start out with the Ottawa Capitals taking on the Los Angeles Tide. And Los Angeles is the home team, so we're going to be playing in High Tide Stadium in Los Angeles, California. Now, before I continue, I also want to check the weather forecast here for the city of Los Angeles. It is currently it is after sunset, so we are going to do this at a nighttime game. So it's night. It's clear skies. And the wind speed is 3 miles per hour, which is below the threshold. Perfect day to play a football game. All right, so this is the first time Ottawa has ever stepped foot on the field in Access history, because they have not had a franchise before. This is a custom team I made to make sure that we have 5 teams per division. Welcome to High Tide Stadium in Los Angeles, California. And it looks like Los Angeles has won the toss. And we are ready to kick off the second day of the preseason. All right, so according to the analysts, they're actually projecting Ottawa to win this game, despite me saying that Ottawa is probably not going to have a good season. So we're going to go see what Ottawa does today. We don't know how good they are. This is one of the slowest running backs we've had in this league. Simmons is not a very fast running back. That's not going to be a good thing if you're LA, because the run game is going to be hard to do.
Tonight.
But LA does get the first down here.
Tonight.
So we have basically the UAFL's version of the Ottawa Red Blacks versus the Los Angeles Rams, which technically will never happen in real life because the CFL and NFL are
Hike.
two different leagues.
Go!
Here's Harris. He gets about 10 yards here. It's first down.
Tonight.
With a lob. And that's caught by Becker.
Seems like this game is in slow motion.
Well, because this is the fifth and final game in the AFC East versus NFC West series.
Tonight.
And that will include the two worst teams from both of those divisions. So. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Simmons scores a touchdown, and the Los Angeles Tide are on the board first, as the Ottawa defense has failed to defend the score here. And now we await the punt. Okay, so now if you look at this team, Howard's the quarterback for Iowa this year. That's a tackle for a loss by LA. Ottawa's color scheme is pretty unique. It's like a more of a pinkish color, but it's also got a hint of red. Ottawa seems to be struggling here on this back though. I mean, they're projected to be one of the worst teams in this league, and now there's now fourth down, as the LA defense has stepped up to the plate today. Los Angeles now has possession of the ball again. Let's see what LA can do here. Here's Riley with the pass. That's incomplete. Could have been intercepted though. But I don't know if Ottawa knows how to intercept the ball. This is one of the newer teams in this league. And since they're an expansion team, since they're a manual custom team, they're usually bad by default. Here's Ottawa. Ottawa gets the first down. It's a caught open. And well, I did not get the first down, but they got the ball back, and it's now 2nd and 6 with a 4-yard gain here. Here's Loud. Goes away. And it's 3rd down. I think LA's offense doesn't go down the field enough to actually catch the ball. Here's a quick pass, but it's out of bounds. It's 4th down, and Los Angeles will be getting the ball back once again. Ottawa had to come all the way from Ontario to here. They traveled basically all the way across the country as well. Or I guess they first left their country and then they had to get to California, in the city of Southern California. But it's nothing compared to the distance that the Vancouver Mallards go to get to the Miami Warriors Stadium. Here's Los Angeles. They're going to get 9 yards on this play. LA went with the week 1 offensive tackle play.
Go!
Here's Simmons. He gets the first down. As the shotgun RPO alert bubble worked for 10 yards. Here's Los Angeles to Simmons.
Tonight.
Here's Riley. Throws the ball away. It's 3rd down. Here's a throw, incomplete.
Hike.
Here's a punt, and it's 10. Ottawa will take the ball to the 25 to start their drive here. There's a pass, and it's incomplete.
Go!
And here's a first down for Ottawa.
Go!
Here's a first down for Hayes and more. And Ottawa is going to get to the 2-yard line.
And that is a touchdown by Ottawa. First touchdown in franchise history.
Hike!
And the field goal is good. And someone has a neck injury. How did you get a neck injury on this play? Well, Wells is out for the rest of the game for the Los Angeles Tide. Somehow on a kick.
To the hike!
There's got 4 yards. There's Riley. That is going to be thrown and dropped. It's 4th down, and Ottawa will get the ball back. It's incredible that Ottawa's playing like this. They are rated as C+ on all 3 of their stat lines.
Go!
So you would think that this team would be losing this game right here. Ooh. That's a touchback. Here's Nye. Incomplete.
Go!
First down again. Second down. He gets the first down. It's Wednesday night football. Everyone's favorite. Here's a deep pass by Ottawa, incomplete. The Capitals' first game is definitely not one you would expect. And the Capitals get sacked here.
Sit up!
Here's Ottawa, makes the throw, caught, first down for the Capitals.
hike.
Here's a pass wide open, caught by Boone, and that's another first down for the Ottawa Capitals. As the capital of Canada is definitely showing that they shouldn't be considered the worst. They might not be the worst. They have a better place than LA right now. Here's Lau. He's going to run it himself. And he is going to get the first down for the Ottawa Capitals, and it's first and goal.
Hike.
So here's Lau. Throws the ball to caught. Clay scores the touchdown for the Ottawa Capitals, and the Capitals take the lead. And the Los Angeles Tide are now stunned on what happened. Here's the PAT here. And it's good. 14-10. Ottawa Capitals take the lead. And Lyon from the offensive tackle from the Ottawa Capitals is injured. However, he is still expected to return.
Go!
Here's Simmons, who gets 1 yard.
Hike!
Here's Riley. He throws the ball. Caught by Morgan for a first down, and it is first and goal. Los Angeles is trying to strike back. This game is definitely burning out the clock quicker than yesterday. Yesterday was quite a disaster, I would suppose.
Go!
Because we've had 2 different games go into overtime. Oh, it's intercepted by the Capitals. And the Capitals found a way to prevent the touchdown, and it's a touchback. Ottawa is making some noise today on their first game in franchise history. Here's Lau to play. Here's Kane. Doesn't get anything on this play. Third and 2. Ottawa's playing pretty well today. I thought this team wasn't ready for this league, but it turns out they are, as Gamble catches another pass, and it's first down for Ottawa. Wow is probably what's his full name? Don't know, but Lau is probably a good quarterback for this league right now, despite the offense being rated as C+. The QB, the receivers, they're catching the ball. So I don't think it's...
Strike!
issue. Oh, there's a chance. Oh, Boone gets the pass, and it's a first down for the Capitals again. 2-minute warning here in Los Angeles, Here's Lau. He throws it away. Intended receiver was out of bounds. It's the most questionable play of the game. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Lau. Pass up the middle. That's caught by Boone. These incredible catches. These are catches that you would not see from even the best teams in the league. How in the world is the Capitals playing up to this level right now on their first game?
Go!
Here's Lau. Pass up the middle to Mason for 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Myron Lau has been incredible tonight. He's thrown 2 touchdowns already. And he's on the verge of the 3rd, and Lau does make a bad throw here. And it's 3rd and 2.
Hike!
With a run, and it is going to be 4th down. And Ottawa is now going to bring out their field goal unit. And here it goes.
Hike!
From the 9-yard line, and a 26-yard field goal is good. And the Capitals extend their lead. It is now a 7-point lead for Ottawa as we're about to get into halftime. And Lyons, the offensive tackle, is coming back for Ottawa. So that's going to help them bring back into full strength. And here's Riley from Los Angeles to Morgan for a 1st down. LA calls their first timeout. We have 2 timeouts remaining. Here's Riley to the side. He steps out of bounds, so the clock is stopped. Melvin Riley's 5 for 10 today. He's thrown 1 interception and scored 0 touchdowns. Here's a bot, and that is good for 25 yards. And Los Angeles will take their 2nd timeout here. They will have 1 remaining.
Tonight!
Here's Riley. Down the middle to Rogers, and it's 1st down. And Los Angeles will use their 3rd and final timeout here. And they are now out of timeouts in the half. Ottawa's going to try to pull out some good defensive moves. Last time they were in this scenario, it was intercepted. Not this time. Los Angeles is going to score. The tide ties the game. Caught by Becker, and Becker's going to score for LA. And here's the point after. The PAT is good. And it is now a tie game. Oh, it's almost a tie game at halftime. And Boone's going to run this ball out to the 26-yard line.
Go!
Here's Lau. Caught by Boone, and Ottawa will use their 1st timeout here.
Capitals are going to try to respond. They have 2 more timeouts.
Go!
If they get enough distance, they can get a field goal. Here's a pass up the middle. Ooh, caught by Boone for a huge gain. Boone is a really fast wide receiver. And Ottawa can use that to their advantage. And now it's first down again. And they have 1 timeout to work with. Ottawa's going to attempt to take the lead here with a field goal. The kick is away. And it's good. Ottawa takes the lead. The Capitals now have a 3-point lead over the Los Angeles Tide. And here's the kick. And that is the end of the first half. We'll skip halftime. And since the Los Angeles Tide got the ball in to start the first half, the Ottawa Capitals will get the ball to start the second half.
Strike!
Here's Lau. Ryan Lau throws up the middle, caught by Mason for a huge first down for Ottawa. And Mason is probably one of the best receivers I've seen in this league so far. Like, he's fast, he can get the ball. And I really don't know why the Access Football League considers their offense a C+. Here's a pass up the middle, incomplete. Defended by Williams. And it's 2nd and 10. They're going to bring out Haynes. Haynes may not be the best running back for Ottawa, but he is better than LA's running back. So if that's a good perspective, Abraham Haynes has rushed 9 plays for 91 yards. He averages 10 yards per play rate. Probably not for long anymore after this play, and it's now 4th and 2. And here's another field goal attempt for Ottawa. This one's a long one. Just a quick kicker to the chest, and it is no good. The 50-yard field goal is no good as it is inaccurate, and Clemens will miss the field goal. That's funny that his name is Clemens, because that's what I sometimes call my stepsister's cat, whose name is Clementine. And it is now LA football. Simmons has rushed for 14 plays and got 86 yards from it. So he is the ideal yardage you want to have if you've run 14 is is 50-something yards. He's done that though, so both of these running backs are doing their job here tonight. It's 4th down though, as after a drop pass, and Ottawa is getting the ball back again. Last drive Ottawa had, they missed a 50-yard field goal, and it's a touchback.
Strike.
Here's Lau. Sacked by the defense. It is second down. Sacked by Russell. Russell. And so far, Ottawa has lost 8 yards on this drive. There's a flag on the field, and they're going to get 5 yards back after a penalty against LA. Myron has rushed once. Here's Haynes, and he is tackled by the lineman. LA's lineman must have some pretty smart tackling skills to make that play right there. Adrian Haynes has rushed for 11 yards or 11 plays and got a total of 23 yards. Here's Haynes. He gets the first down this time, and that's a 17-yard gain on the play. Abraham Haynes is doing a good job today as a running back. He's gotten 120 yards. Expectation was for 60 at this point in the game. If you want to be considered a good running back, you want to get at least 5 yards per play. And so far, it may not look like it right now, but he's definitely gotten a bunch of yards. Ottawa is going to put Holiday on. Abraham Haynes has rushed for 122 yards and 14 plays. Here's a pass. Caught by play, and it's a first down for the Capitals. Here's Holloway. As Holloway is going to be replacing Haynes for the Capitals. His name is Isaiah Holloway.
Go!
He is the backup running back after the primary got tired, and that is incomplete. It was 3rd and 7. That was blocked by Moody. It's 3rd and 7.
Go!
They're going to bring it to Holloway, and Holloway gets the first down on his second play of the game. And just like that, the Capitals are knocking on the door to score again. It is already 20-17 right now. So far, the Capitals have gotten 48 yards on this drive. Here's Bob. Throws it up the middle, incomplete as number 16 couldn't get there. Capitals still hold off with a total of 48 yards in this drive. Here's Holloway. He's getting nowhere. It's 3rd and 10 as Wilson gets a tackle for a loss of a few inches. This is the 13th play of this drive.
Hike!
And it's a loss of 2 on that play, and it's now 4th down as Wilson gets a sack. Wilson will tackle for a loss again. And they're going to attempt another field goal here. This one's a really tricky one. Ooh, it's good. The 46-yard field goal is good, and the Capitals will extend their lead to 23-17 as they now have a 10-point lead. No, that's not right. We now have a 6-point lead over the Tide. LA is going to run this ball here. And, oh boy, this might be a kickoff return for a touchdown. And it is. Waters is going to score. The center back scores a touchdown for the Tide. It's only the second touchdown return, the second kickoff return we've seen this week, with the first one being Seattle in the first play of the game of that game, for those who watched Tuesday Night Football. And Tide will kick it off. Now the Tide have taken the lead here by a point. Ottawa's going to look to respond here.
Hike.
Here's Lau. Deep throw is incomplete. It is 2nd and 10.
Hike.
Now the quarterback for Ottawa. He's going to throw it deep. It's caught by Clay. Incredible catch, and it is a first down for the Caps. The Capitals have just been good on offense today. Their style of offense is paying off as it is almost enough to get through the Los Angeles Tide. Here's Lau. Up the middle to Holloway, the running back, and he gets 11 yards here. And that is the end of the third quarter. It is now the fourth and final quarter of this game. It is Ottawa versus Los Angeles still. I don't think we're going into overtime this time, but if we are...
Hike!
So be it. Here's Holloway. He's going to lose a yard on this play. Tackled by Schmidt. As the tackle was made by Ted Schmidt, he is tackled twice. It's not telling us how much of the stats it is. Holloway's going to get 5 yards on this play. It's good for a running back, but you're going to need to get more yards than that. Isaiah Holloway has rushed for 6 plays, but only got 16 yards. So he's not doing the Ottawa Capitals a favor here. And I'm almost starting to think they should bring back their other running back, because Ottawa's backup running back is not that great. As he rushed for 17 yards in 7th place. Here's a long field goal, and it's short. Clemens didn't get enough leg on it. It was a 50-yard field goal attempt. And the Tide will now get the football to Simmons. Rejaldo Simmons rushed for 15 plays for 91 yards. He's a pretty good running back. He's not as good as Ottawa's primary running back, but he's still a good running back and can make a difference in this game. So far, this is their third play on this drive. They get a first down here. It is going to be a chance for the Tide to extend their lead now that Ottawa's main running back is out. Not because of injury, but because he's resting. There's a screen pass, and it's going to be no gain on that play. Melvin Riley has made 9 out of 16 completions, and that is incomplete. That is his I'm going to say that's his 7th incompletion. No, that might be his 9th. As he's now 9 for 17. No, that's his 17th incompletion. Right? No, that's not how that works. That was his 8th incompletion of the game. And there is it, and that right there is his 9th. Pass was defended. And it says it's first down. Oh, because it's a turnover on downs. Why did they go for it? You have plenty of time left. There's like 6 minutes left in this ball game. And you're in the lead. Why would you go for that? Something special about Los Angeles is poor decision making. Why would you go for that? If you have the lead, you just need to punt the ball down the field. Especially considering that they're using Holloway as their running back. And now Mason, the tight end, is injured for Ottawa. He's already had an exciting game for the Capitals today, and this might be the end of the road for Ottawa, almost to Washington. Ooh, that was close. Could have been intercepted here. Bad throw by Myron Lau. And the punt team is going to be out on the field. And this is going to look like it's going to be a good punt. Going to spot him at the 10-yard line. LA is going to try to get down the field here as they are on the 10-yard line here. Here's Riley. Oh, throws it away before he got sacked for a safety. That safety will give them the lead. So if LA gets tackled in the back of their own end zone, it's going to be Ottawa football, and they take the lead. That's not something that you would want to do as Los Angeles. Here's a chance. Ottawa can't get him, and it's a 4-yard gain. You got to be faster than that. There's no excuse to being that slow. There's no excuse to being that slow if you're on the defense. However, it is 3rd down, but it's 1st down now as Richards makes the 1st down play here. He gets 4 yards on this play.
Tonight.
Here's Riley again, and it's going to be a 2-yard gain. It's 3rd down. Clock is starting to become a factor in this game as there is 3 minutes left in this ball game. No team lead. LA only leads by a point. Pass is caught by Morgan, but it's going to be 4th down, and Ottawa will be getting this ball back. as the Ottawa defense makes the stop. Ottawa's defense is playing very hard. This game went from being an offensive game to a defensive game. There's Boone, and he's going to get tackled by the first guy. They go after him at his first down for Ottawa on the 28-yard line.
Hike!
Here's Lau. Bullet pass caught by Wilkinson. And it's 2nd and 4. Timeout. Here's Lau. 2nd and 4. Oh, there's a flag on the field. Is it pass interference? It is. It's against the offense, though. That's a surprising call. I saw the defender drop towards him. Literally. And they're going to call it against the offense, so that's whatever, I guess. Here's Lau. Wide open to Holloway. He gets 9 yards on this play. It's 3rd and 6. If you're Ottawa, I would be careful about the clock. As you do not want to turn over this ball. You just need a field goal. That's all you need. Caught by Gamble. And that's a first down for Ottawa. They're going to let this clock drain as they're now halfway down the field. They're going to try to give LA as little time as possible in case if they do get the ball back here.
Go!
Here's a deep pass. It is caught by Clay as he's wide open. And now the Tide are starting to call their timeouts because they know they're about to concede because of a field goal. So LA's now trying to buy some time. They've already used one timeout. And now Ottawa's playing the game smartly. They're now running the football, forcing LA to burn out their timeouts. This is a nail biter of a game. And there's a flag. It's against Ottawa. And that's going to be big. And however, it does work out in Ottawa's favor because Mason is back.
Hike!
Here's Holloway. He's going to get the first down. And that is critical. LA uses their 3rd and final timeout.
Tonight.
Here's Holloway. He's going to get a few more yards. I would suggest letting this clock burn a little bit more. Remember, you have 30 seconds left, though, so don't let it burn too much. Here's Ottawa. First down for the Caps. And they're going to still let the clock burn. Or are they going to go for a field goal here? We'll see. They're gonna run another play.
Tonight.
Here's Holloway. He gets 1 yard, and the Capitals will take a timeout here. With just 7 seconds left in the game. They're going to probably bring out their field goal unit. Yep, right here. Game is on the line for the Caps. The kick is good. And the Capitals will take a 2-point lead. And it's up to LA to run this back for a touchdown like they did earlier. I don't think they have enough time to get down the field. And that's it. The Capitals will win this football game. What an incredible match. Ottawa will get the win today, despite being one of the worst in terms of statistics. I got to give credit to Ottawa there. That was brilliant. Now, if you're Los Angeles, I would probably figure out what went wrong. I mean, both of these teams played well today. But I don't know if they're going to be well or not. I think they might be. I think both of these teams, if they play like this, they're definitely both going to beat Boston if they do play Boston this season. I don't think so, though. What a game. All right, our second game is going to be Mexico City, which is our only team from this country of Mexico that's in the UAFL, versus the Cleveland Coyotes. We're in Cleveland, Ohio. So I'm going to go look up the stats for that. Coyotes do have a stadium. Not all the teams have one, but Cleveland does have one. All right, it is currently 55 degrees in Cleveland, so it's a little chilly. All right, so the forecast is clear. It's obviously nighttime. And the wind speed is 12 miles an hour, which means by rule, we will have to put the wind speed on light wind, as we do have a light wind game, as the minimum requirements for a light wind game is 8 miles an hour, and it is 4 miles per hour above that. Now, the minimum for a heavy wind game is a 25, which is quite rare. All right. Everyone's saying that Cleveland's going to win this game, as this is our first game between the AFC North and the NFC South. So Cleveland Coyotes and Mexico City are supposedly both of the best of their divisions. So expect this game to be good. Looks like Mexico City's got new uniforms as well. I don't remember the red sleeves. And here's Cleveland. I'm guessing some of the players have red sleeves, because I don't think all of them do.
Go!
Here's Riley with the screened away. He's going to get a few yards. Cleveland is already on the verge of attempting to score a touchdown. Here's Riley. Passes the ball to Smith. Flag on the field. It is, let's see what the flag is. It's against Vincent Smith for offensive pass interference. And that's going to put them on the 20-yard line. There's a pass up the middle, incomplete. Here's Riley to Rays, and it's going to be 4th and 1, just 1 yard short. And the Coyotes are going to bring out their field goal unit, I would suppose. And the kick is good. Going to roll it back as Mexico City is going to look to respond here. Oh, here's Mexico City. Mason.
Tonight.
It is 3rd and 5. Here's Austin from Mexico City. There's a flag. Here's a pass. It is incomplete. See what the flag is. It's against Christian Roy for holding. 5-yard penalty against Cleveland. It's an automatic first down.
Tonight.
Here's Austin with the throw to Mason for a first down. And it's going to be a first down for the Jaguars.
Go.
Here's Austin up the middle. Cleveland just stands there menacingly, but it's an incomplete as Graves dropped the ball. Here's Mason. Here's Austin up the middle, caught by Mitchell. He leaps, and it is a first down for the Jaguars again.
Go.
Here's Austin. Passes the ball to Mason. He gets 8 yards on this play. 2nd and 2. Mason. Here's Austin. He's going to run the ball, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Jags looking to knock on the door here.
Sit hut.
Pass is caught by Cooper for 6 yards. Third and goal.
Sit hut.
Here's the Mason. Touchdown, Mexico City. And the Jags will take the lead.
Hut hut.
It's the field goal by Cannon, and it is good. The Mexico City Jaguars now lead 7-3.
Sit hut. Hike.
That's a loss of 3. It's a 3rd and 11. Cleveland is not playing like Cleveland, I have to say that.
Hut hut.
The Coyotes are supposed to be one of the better teams in this league, and it almost seems like they've lost that against Mexico City so far in this game.
Go.
All right, going to Mason.
Hike.
Here's Austin. Ball is passed. Good catch by Jackson. I didn't expect that to be caught. And that is the end of Q number 1. 10 minutes down, 30 minutes to go. Here's Austin. Passes the ball. Caught by Jackson again. And Jackson's having a good game today so far. Clarence Jackson has received the ball twice
Sit hut.
and gained 44 yards from it. And here's Milton for a first down.
Go.
And here's Milton. And touchdown. And the Jags will take a 11-point lead here as Cleveland seems to be struggling on defense against Mexico City.
Hike.
Here's Howard. He's going to get 10 yards, and it is 2nd and inches.
Hike.
Here's Howard, and it's 4th down. It's another turnover on downs. As I don't know what's happening to Cleveland. The Coyotes just don't seem to be ready for this team. As Mason is now going to run this right back.
Sit hut. Sit hut.
Here's Preston. To hurdle and get the 1st down as Cleveland continues to struggle on defense. I have no clue what's going on here. Well, the Coyotes are also struggling on offense as well. They can't seem to stop the Jags from scoring. Austin throws it deep, incomplete. Figueroa is the one who defended the pass.
Hike.
Here's Austin up the middle. Could have been intercepted there, but it was deflected instead. Third and 10. Here's Austin up the middle, caught. Jackson gets the 1st. And the Mexico City Jaguars will stay on the field, or at least their offense will stay on the field.
Go!
Here's Mason, and it's a loss of a yard.
Sit hut.
Screen, and it's out of bounds. Not sure why these receivers are running out of bounds when the ball is heading right for them.
Strike.
Here's a pass, incomplete. It's 4th down. That's the first time the Coyotes got a stop on defense today.
Hike.
Here's Cleveland on their next drive. They start on the
Hike.
9-yard line. And will gain 5. And they are now on the 13-yard line with 2nd and 5. Here's Riley. Here's a screen pass, and it's caught for a 1st down.
Go.
Pass caught by Lucas.
Sit hut.
Riley at the middle. It's caught by Carlson. And we now hit the 2-minute warning in the first half. With a minute 59 seconds to go. Here's Riley, incomplete.
Hut hut.
There's a pass to Smith. 1st down, Cleveland. Cleveland's on the verge of scoring their first touchdown in the match. Clock has had a minute 42, plenty of time.
Go.
Here's Riley, caught by Lucas for the touchdown. And the Cleveland Coyotes will regain some of their ground here. Christian Riley has made 8 out of 10 completions today. This goes to show how good of a quarterback he is. He's so far performing great. He's performing great today. And there's a flag on the field against Lewis McGee for a false start. That's against the offense. Here's Austin. Goes up the middle, incomplete. 2nd and 15. And there's a flag against Nathaniel Fisher for a false start as well, and it is now 3rd and 20. Or, sorry, 2nd and 20.
Select.
Here's a sack, and it's now 3rd down. Cleveland calls timeout because they believe they're getting the ball back here. 3rd and 22, or 3rd and 23. Here's Mitchell, and the Lions can go for a run when it's 3rd and 23. I'm guessing their logic is that they don't want to take any chances, and they'd rather just punt it down the field. I think that's what they're doing.
Select.
Which could have worked on, it kind of worked down their favor a little bit because they're on the 34-yard line now, rather than the 40-yard line if they weren't to get that run.
Select.
Here's Riley, incomplete, as Jensen has defended the pass here. Christian Riley is 8 for 11, so he's only missed out of that. Now he's 9 for 12. He's only missed 3 completions. Third play of this drive here, and that was incomplete, as it was defended by Bennett. Alright, here comes Cleveland's 4th play of this drive. Pass is incomplete, as it was a bad throw by Riley. I'm not sure what he was thinking of. Third and 10, and this is their 5th play of this game here. Here's Riley, and it's defended by Barton. And the Yotes will be punching it away. There's a touchback if that isn't one. Mexico City gets one right on this play. On the first play of this drive, they're getting one. Xavier Austin is 10 for 16 today.
Hike.
So I think he's doing pretty good. And our wide receiver, Cale Graves, is 4 for 1 today. He's dropped 3 of these passes. So he is not having a good game. And that is halftime. I didn't even look at the clock. And it is halftime. Wow. I didn't even bother looking at the clock. I'm a little stupid. My apologies, folks. Well, it's the second half now, because I'm skipping halftime. Because who the heck wants to wait 20 seconds just for the third quarter to start when you don't have to? Because what is there to... We don't have a halftime show. I mean, maybe I'll make one in the, for the Access Cup final or something like that, but hold on, I don't see That being a factor.
Go!
Tackle for a loss by Washington.
Hike!
Here's Austin with the screen. It's incomplete. It's fourth down. And Cleveland will get the ball back. Defended by Reed. And Mexico City will bring out the punt team. Here's Riley. Throws a screen that is defended by Bennett from Mexico City. And this is going to be Cleveland's second play of this drive. Coyotes looking to gain some of the yards here, and they're going to get about 5, okay. And so far, Cody Howard is ready for 6 plays, but only for 23 yards. So I really don't think he's having a bad game today. Here's Howard. He's rushed for 7 plays now for only 29 yards. You should be running for at least 35. Howard's starting to redeem himself here, though, as he gets the first down. However, they're going to kick Howard out of the game and replace them with Alex Gibson, as the Cleveland management has had enough.
Hike!
There's a flag on the field. I wonder who it's on. It is on Christopher Miles from Mexico City for offsides. That's 5 yards. So far, Alex Gibson rushed for 1 yard, 1 play, and rushed for 8 yards. Which is good, but he's only run 1 play. We'll have to see more plays before we can determine if he's having a good game or not. Bad throw by Riley, by the way. He's 9 for 17, though. Good game is slowly turning into a bad one, but it's not terrible though. Cody Howard has rushed for is back on the field again. He's rushed for 51. Here's Lucas, he gets the first down. Christian Riley is 10 for 18. He is now 11 and 19. That is a first and goal to put them on inches. Bryson Lucas has gotten many yards today, and Riley's going to take it himself and score a touchdown for the Cleveland Coyotes. And they're going to take, and I think they're going to take the lead here. They've already got it now, but let's see if they can get to the 18. Yes, they do. It is now score is now 14-17. Cleveland Coyotes take the lead, and the Jaguars are going to look to respond here on this next drive. And the kickoff is made. Mexico's going to start running from the 5-yard line. Let's see how many yards they get. They're going to get to the 28-yard line. So I think they've ran for about 20. They ran for about 23 yards. Here's the first play of this drive. That's going to be good for the only 1 yard. And so far, getting 1 yard in one play is not good for an offense. Here's Mason. He's going to get 8 yards. 3rd and inches is not good. Not going to be a first down. But Tobias Mason has rushed 11 plays for only 20 yards total, which is that's terrible. That is terrible as a running back. And it is 4th and 5. If you're Mexico City, you need to consider getting a new running back. 11 plays for 20 yards is absolutely terrible. But hey, at least he's not like some of these NFL players, not going to call out a specific names, but some of these people like to fumble the football. Especially after my last game. That's a good catch by Carlson for 38 yards. And that's a big catch for this team. Joshua Carlson has received the ball 4 times.
Go!
And he got 111 yards total today out of all that, making him a big factor for Cleveland. Jenkins is going to take the loss here.
Hike!
Here's Riley. He's going to throw it deep again. Cut by Ray for a huge first down. Big reception by Ray. And it is 1st and goal for Cleveland again, as they are on the verge of scoring another touchdown. Christian Riley is 13 and 21 on passing today. He has passed for 264 yards so far. It is a false start against Christian Parks from Cleveland, and that's going to be 5 yards. That's going to be a loss of 5 yards for Cleveland.
Sit hut.
Here's Riley. Pass to Ray is good for a touchdown. Wide open. They left him wide open, and they pay the price as Cleveland scores again. And Darrell Ray
Sit hut.
is going to be a hero for Cleveland. And there's now a 10-point game here in Cleveland, Ohio. I find that like the most. I don't know what happened to Mexico City's defense. They got to find a way to step up this ball game, or they're going to be out of it quickly if they don't. Mason's going to run it back again. He's going to get to about almost the same place they were last time, but now they're on the 24-yard line rather than the 28. Let's see what Mexico City can do on this drive. Well, first they get sacked. With a loss of 10 yards. Sack made by Gibson. And so far they've lost 10 yards on this drive. Preston throws up the middle, caught by Cooper, and that is a first down for 33 yards. Big reception by Cooper, and he's celebrating that catch. And Wyatt Cooper makes the reception.
Hike!
He's 2 for 3 today in terms of catching, but he's gained 30 yards. So far, Mexico City's gotten 23 yards in this drive. And that's a loss of 8. It is 3rd and 18, sacked by Gibson again. Jamal Gibson has his second sack of the game. And here it is. It is the 4th quarter of this game now.
Go!
4th and 18. And here's Austin. Incomplete. Should have been intercepted, but it was defended by Cole. And it's 4th down, and the Jags are probably going to punch it away here. Excellent defense by the Coyotes. They've definitely stepped up this ball game, and they've proven to us why we consider them a superstar team. As for those who don't know, there are 6 teams that we consider superstars in this league, and Cleveland is one of them. It was 1st and 10 for the Coyotes. Howard is going to get the first down, 15 yards. It's a good run by Cleveland. As Mexico City just didn't seem ready for it. Cleveland's got 15 yards in one play. And Lucas is going to gain nothing after that catch, so pretty useless throw. Not going to lie there. Bryson Lucas has made 6 receptions for 86 yards though. So I say he's been doing pretty well as a player. There's a flag against Alexis Patterson for holding. That's the first male I've ever heard whose name was Alexis, so it's a little new to me. I didn't know that was a unisex name.
Sit hut.
We learn something every day, folks. That's a first down as Howard pushes for the first. Cody Howard has rushed for 11 yards. Has made 11 rushes for 73 yards. I say that is, I say that's pretty good. Tyson Cole, on the other hand, has only rushed for 2 yards, which is not good. It is now a gain of 3, catch made by Gibson, 3rd and 5. Six plays for 30 yards. They're about on the average line right now of between good and bad. Howard gets the first. They get 9 yards on this play. Cody Howard has rushed 12 plays and gained a total of 85 yards. Here's the next pass for Lucas for the first down. And it's 1st and 10 again. This time caught by Lucas. They've gained 51 yards in 8 plays, so they are above the average on this drive, which was 40. Here's Howard, gets the first down and almost scores a touchdown as well. And now it's 1st and goal for Cleveland as they are getting ready to put this game to bed. Cody Howard has gained a total of 100 yards today.
Go!
He is doing very well as a player. Cleveland's game has ran 10 plays and gained 66 yards from it. Here's Howard again and scores. Howard scores the touchdown for the Cleveland Coyotes, and they are putting the Jags to bed. And here's the PAT.
Go!
And that is good, and it is going to be a very one-sided game now. It is 31-14 in Cleveland Coyotes' favor, as they now have a 3-possession lead as they lead by 17. Now, Mexico City has only 5 minutes to work with. If they want to try to get back into this game, they need to step up their defense, for one, and number 2, step up their offense, because they haven't done anything since halftime.
Tonight!
As the Jags are just getting smoked right now. As the Jags get 5 yards on this play. So far in this drive, they've ran 5 yards in one play, which is average. Mason's going to get 5 yards, but it's not a first down. It's 30 inches. I think they should label that 4 yards, but today Tobias Mason has ran for 14 plays and 25 yards from it, which makes Mason a terrible running back. Like I said before, the Jaguars need to get rid of him. He is a bad running back. He's better off being a receiver than he is being a running back. Why do you have him as a running back? So one of the reasons Mexico City is going to be losing this game is their running back is just awful.
Tonight!
The tight end only can get 10 yards in one play, which, I mean, I guess that's good for a tight end, but for a wide receiver like Graves, he's going to score a touchdown. And the Jags will get some ground back. It's a 10-point game. Still very tight, though. Carl Graves has gained a total of 77 yards today on 2 plays. And here's Austin for the 2-point conversion. I think he stepped in. But I'm guessing they're not going to give it to him. It's now 20-31. They even went for 2 here. Well, the Cleveland Coyotes lead by 11. And now the Coyotes are back on the field and see what they can do to put this on the bed, and swatted away by Barton. Christian Riley is 17-27 today. 2 touchdowns, 287 yards. Here's Riley. Defended again. Barton defended it twice in a row. He's making a good standoff for the defense for Mexico City. I think Barton's carrying this Mexico City defense. Because
Strike.
almost everybody else can't defend against Cleveland. There's a flag on the field. It's against Douglas Jensen for defensive pass interference, and it's an automatic first down for Cleveland. That is devastating. That is devastating if you're Mexico City. So far, the Coyotes have done 3 plays and gained 0 yards. And the fact they get the first down because of a penalty is criminal. Because of a pass interference call, that's what it was. Alright, that's the 2-minute warning here in Cleveland, Ohio. It's almost 12 a.m. as football continues in the Eastern time zone as surprisingly Cleveland. There's a lob. That was caught by Carlson. He's going to run it back, but they're still going to give him the 13 yards, and it was a first down for the Coyotes. That's a big play for Riley, and he knows it. Christian Riley is 18 and 29. He has thrown for 300 yards officially in this ball game. There's a pass incomplete. Defended by Jensen. And so far, Cleveland's only gotten 14 yards in this drive. And there's a flag on the field. Let's see what it is. It is against Alberto Thornton for holding. It is against the offense. And it is 2nd and 20. So Cleveland's gained 14 yards in 7 plays. They should have punted this ball away by now. The penalties is the only thing stopping them from doing so. Timeout Mexico City. This game might be over if Mexico City doesn't make this next stop. And it is a loss of 1 yard as 4th down. Mexico has just used their last timeout, which means if Mexico City wants to win this game, they're going to need to get the touchdown first, and then go for a, because this game doesn't have onside kicks anymore, they replaced it with a 4th and 12 yard scenario, which is similar to how the Discord Football League does it, which is quite interesting to me, because I've never seen a mechanic like that before.
Hike.
Here's Austin trying to get the score here. Here's Farmer. They're going to need to hurry up if they want to try to score here. They've gained 19 yards. They've had the ball for 13 seconds in this possession so far. They're going to have to start throwing it deep. They got 1 minute. The clock is against their favor here. Wyatt Cooper has made the reception there.
Sit hut.
They're going to have to throw deep. Oh, he Graves dodges him. Clock is continuing to run. It's 40 seconds left. They're going to have to start throwing Hail Marys. They're running out of time.
Sit hut.
Mexico City with the lob caught by Graves. They're going to have to quickly hustle up and hurry up. 20 seconds on the clock. I'd say spike it.
Strike.
And that's exactly what they're going to do here. Xavier Austin is the one who's the QB right now. And touchdown. Jags will score here. 26. And I think they might go for a 2-point conversion. Yes, they will. Wide open on the right. Oh, he's going to take it himself. And the 2-point conversion is good. And I believe they're going to go for the 4th and 12 scenario. It's only going to be the second time we see this in the history of me watching this. The first time in the UAFL. And that's the game. What was that? You had the game on the line. You chuck it away like that, man. That was a bad pass by Cleveland, or a bad pass by Mexico City. And the Cleveland Coyotes will get the win here. And that's the game. Final score is 28-31, and the Coyotes win. That's a little crazy. Oh. Mexico City, what was that? That last play of the game was like rubbish. Why would you do that? I'm asking them genuinely, why would you do that? You threw the ball to practically no one on the game deciding play. You idiots. I'm sorry if I'm calling out your team and saying they're idiots, but they really are if they're going to throw the ball to no one. You put all that effort in just to do that on the final play, man. Shame on you. As for Cleveland, I want to say they had a really good offense today. I mean, Riley is one of the best QBs in this league. He's gotten 300 yards today. I just don't believe what just happened. How did Mexico City choke their lead for one, and for another, they straight up throw the ball to no one on the last game-deciding play? All right, it is 12 a.m. It's time to get to the third game of the day. It is going to be the Cincinnati Royals, which is basically the Bengals, versus the Atlanta Razorbacks, which is basically the Falcons. And let me determine the weather in Atlanta right now, as this game is in the state of Georgia, so... All right, we're going to view Atlanta. The forecast is clear. The time of day is still nighttime because it's nighttime in Atlanta right now. And the wind speed is 4 miles per hour, so we're going to change the wind setting to no wind. It's going to be a perfect day to play some football in Atlanta, Georgia. And here we are at Razorback Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia for this preseason match, our third match of the day. And it looks like Atlanta will win the toss and they elect to receive. And we are ready to begin this game. And Cole's going to be the one making the kickoff, and our returner is going to be Cook, who is going to be one of the wide receivers for Atlanta. And Atlanta will start this drive on the 27-yard line. All right, lineups are on the bottom of the screen. You can read it, and you can look at your superstar X Factor players just by finding that X Factor on the bottom. Here's Elliott on the first play of the game to Gordon, and he's going to get 16 yards here. And now you're looking at the Cincinnati defense on the bottom of the screen here.
Sit hut.
Don't see any X factors on the defense there. Our only X factor is a tight
Sit
end.
hut.
Lucian Gordon is the one who made that reception. Here's Cook. He's going to get 3 yards on this play. So far, Atlanta's gained 20 yards in 3 plays.
Hike.
It's 3rd and 6 right now. Now they get the first down as Cook catches the ball. And so far, they've made 4 plays for 28 yards total. Gordon is going to run 8 yards on this play. And it's now this. They've gotten 36 yards so far. Here's Elliott on 2nd and 2. And that is, he dodges the sack and he throws it away safely. As no one was open on that play, and that was actually the right call that time. I didn't see a single player that was open to receive the football. And it is now 3rd and 2.
Sit hut.
Gordon only gets 1 yard and it's 4th and 1. Lucian Gordon has rushed for 10 yards. Rushed for 3 plays and gained only 10 yards. That 53-yard field goal is good. And the Atlanta Razorbacks are on the board. I didn't realize that we had another kicker like the Carolina Rattlers kicker. And we're going to see them later tonight as well as they're taking on the Iron Hawks. So I wonder, whose kicker is better, Atlanta's or Carolina's? You want to know what's funny? Both of these 2 teams are in the same division, so they're going to be playing against each other. So we're going to see some pretty funny field goals in that game. Here's a quick pass to Lewis. Now we have 2 guys on the field. We're going to lose 3 yards on this play. It's 3rd and 5. Tackled by Ford. And that's Francisco Ford's first tackle of the game. Pass is incomplete. That was a bad throw by Andrews. And they're going to bring the punting team on as Brothers is going to punt it up. Here's Cook. Then Cook. He gets the ball to the 34-yard line. It is now 1st and 10 for the Atlanta Razorbacks. There's the block, but there wasn't enough blocks for Gordon to get through. And it is 2nd and 3. Lucian Gordon has rushed for 17 yards in 4 plays. That is not impressive, by the way. That's not what you want from a running back. pressure from the primary running back, and now he's going to lose 2 more yards on this play. That's a tackle for a loss. They've only gained 5 yards in 2 plays, which is not something that I'm looking for. Wright gets the first down. Merrick Elliott is 4 for 5 so far. He's gained 41 yards.
Go!
So I'd say he's doing pretty good so far. And that was another completion, this time to Cook. It was a 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Adriel Cook has received the ball 3 times and has gained 37 yards from it. So Cook is doing very well on the receiver. Here's Hall. He's going to get 5 yards off of a short catch. Merrick Elliott is now 6 for 7 for 72 yards. So he's becoming a pretty good quarterback for the Razorbacks. That's a gain of 9 yards. And so far the Razorbacks have made 6 plays and gained 59 yards. And that's into the touchdown, but the flag has been Zach Williams, which the Razorbacks will decline the penalty, and Atlanta will score a touchdown to extend their lead. Touchdown was made by Burt Butler, and that is his first touchdown of the game. Here's the PAT, and it is good. And it is now 10-0 as the Razorbacks are seemingly dominating this game so far. Alright, Shelton's going to kick it away. And it's going to be a touchback. So that means they're going to start on the 25-yard line. Andrews is going to come back on the field for Cincinnati. Bishop is going to run the ball for 2 yards. I think that's the first run play I've seen the Royals do today. So far they've gained 2 yards in 1 play, which is really good. And Lewis is going to lose another yard, and it's 3rd and 9. Tackle for a loss by Kennedy. And it's 3rd and 9. Here's Andrews, incomplete. He was guarded by an X-Factor defender from Atlanta. And it was a bad throw by Andrews as well. And the Royals will be punting this ball away again. This time it's going to be Cook who's going to run the ball back. He's going to be stopped on the 37-yard line as Atlanta continues their spree. There's Elliott. Hand it off to Gordon. It's going to be a gain of 1. Atlanta is doing okay today as a team. Here's a deep pass, incomplete. It is 3rd and 9. As it was defended by Walton. Atlanta is only 1 yard after 2 plays. Here's a run by Gordon for 5 yards, and it's 4th down, and it's the end of the first quarter as Cincinnati gets the stop. All right, here's Griffin. He's going to punt the ball away. Here's Andrews on 1st and 10.
Go!
Andrews throws the ball. Why would you run away from the ball? That's questionable playing decision right there.
Go!
It's going to be 3rd and 8. Cincinnati continues to struggle. And that's incomplete. And it's another stop for Atlanta.
Hike!
Here's Atlanta now running the ball back to the 41-yard line. Here's Elliott, deep throw, incomplete. They're trying to get something going here.
Hike!
That's going to be a loss of 4 yards as Williams gets the tackle here. Now, for those of you paying attention to the 2025, that's intercepted by Walton, and he's going to get a big play for the Cincinnati Royals. Brilliant stuff. Anyways, for those of you paying attention to the GA Cup, Fortnite Rocket Racing has now officially moved on as of 12 a.m. They have officially moved on to the GA Cup final. They are 1 win away from automatically qualifying for the Season 2 schedule. A game you would have never expected to get in is now in the final. As they have defeated Fortnite OG, probably one of the biggest upsets I've ever seen in GA Cup history. Rocket Racing is now going to be taking on either Minecraft or Fortnite and Here's Woods for a score, and Cincinnati will score a touchdown. The Royals will earn some points back. As Benny Woods is the one who scored the touchdown for the Royals. And because of him, it is now 7-10. Now, if you are a Fortnite OG, you will be headed to the third place match. So your GA Cup series is not over, as you will be going to the playing tourney later in this month. Probably next week. 20% battery remaining, that means we gotta plug in soon. Which is fine, because I have a charger right next to you.
Hike!
Here's Elliott to Gordon. He's going to run for a good 13 yards. And Lucian Gordon has rushed for 42 yards within 11 plays. You should be rushing for 55 yards as a running back after 11 plays. Now for tight end, he's gained so far 8 yards as a tight end, which I don't think is good. Tight ends should at least be getting 10 yards per play. And wide receivers should be getting at least 15.
Hike!
Here's Elliott. He's going to throw it to his wide receiver. It's incomplete, and it is 4th down as it's defended by Walton. And Griffin's going to punt it away as the Royals will get the ball back.
Hike!
Here is Lewis. He's going to get tackled and he's going to lose 3 yards. As Phillips has tackled for a loss, and that is
Select!
going to be big. Here's a 5-yard gain from Cincinnati. However, it is 3rd and 8. This is not the right person to pass to. Benny Woods is a wide receiver. He's received the ball and gained 43 yards, so I think he's doing well. Why are you passing the ball to someone who's out of bounds? Logic. Access football logic.
Sit up!
Ball's punted. It's going to be run back by Cook. It looks like we're going to stop him at the 50-yard line, 49-yard line.
Hike!
Here's Elliott. Chucks it down the field. Caught by Wright for 33 yards. Big play. That's a big play for that wide receiver right there. Wright was right in the position to get the ball at the right time. Here's a pass that's incomplete as it's defended by Farmer, who dabs in front of the crowd. And so far Atlanta's gained 33 yards in only 2 plays.
Select!
Here's a pass, incomplete as Atlanta couldn't get to it. Merrick Elliott is 8 for 15 today so far, so he's
Select!
gotten a little bit more than half of his passes in. Lucian Gordon's going to
Hike!
history of being able to win over Atlanta scores the field goal, and it is now 13-10. Or sorry, 13-7. I can't read. Eagles is going to run the ball. He's still going, and he's going to be stopped at the 40-yard line. Those two blocks could have made Cincinnati get a touchdown. If it weren't for the rest of the defenders, that would have definitely been a touchdown. Here's Andrews. Passes deflected and slided away by Brett. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name right. It could be Burkay or something like that. I just don't know. Here's Lewis. Either that or Luis. One of the two. I think Luis sounds better.
Hike!
Here's Andrews. He's going to lob it down the field. It's going to be defended by 3, but it's more specifically by Brown. As they said no for this call. Paul Andrews is not a good quarterback for Cincinnati, as he's only 3-11. I think the Royals need to consider getting a new quarterback on the field. This one sucks. Paul Andrews has only made 3 completions in 12 attempts, which means he missed the ball 9 times so far already. Atlanta's going to call their timeout here as Cincinnati's quarterback continues to bring the team down into pieces. I think the one thing that's wrong with the Cincinnati Royals is their quarterback. If they get a new QB, they can be elite. Field goal is no good, by the way, so Cincinnati's going to get nothing on this drive. Why would they get? They went for a 55-yarder. I think Queso lives next door because there's a whole freaking earthquake going on next year. It sounds like somebody's jumping. That is not me, by the way. I don't know who it is. So if you see a notification of my siblings accusing me of doing that, that is not me. Like, what the frick is it?
Tonight.
And it is going to be a drop pass.
Tonight.
Here's Elliott. 2 yards. Not very much. Yeah, that's noise better is not coming from the living room there. I don't think it was, because if it was from the living room, I would have heard a really loud bang.
Go!
Because I'm on the 3rd floor, so I don't know where that vibration is coming from. I'm not sure if it's coming from. Because I'm on the other side of this building. It could be coming from either outside or the 2nd floor. I don't know what the people downstairs are doing that makes it where I can feel a giant vibration come up the 3rd floor. So So I'm guessing. I'm surprised that I'm not the worst one when it comes
Sit
to
hut.
not alerting the neighbors. If that's the case. There's a flag against Martin Wells for offsides. And they told me not to jump. And yet we get freaking queso downstairs. I don't know
Sit
what
hike.
it is. There's a flag against Alexander Brown for a hold.
Go.
Here's Andrews to Rhodes. First down. Hugo Rhodes has gotten. He looks like a child. Why do we have children playing? How old is Rhodes? Someone tell me how old that guy is.
Select.
For Cincinnati. As Older gets the first down. Timeout. Cincinnati Royals.
Sit hut.
Here's Andrews. Pass is incomplete. Here's a pass. Incomplete. Stolen time.
Sit hut.
Here's Andrews with the pass. Incomplete. It's defended by O'Brien. I guess it's O'Brien. But I guess O'Brien sounds better. Paul Adams is at 8 for 20. He is not a good quarterback. Here's Wells. He's going to get the field goal. And he's 10 to 13 with the Atlanta Razorbacks in favor. And there's 31 seconds left in quarter number 2.
Select.
Here's Elliott. Well, back to Hill. It's going to be a timeout for Atlanta. There's 25 seconds left. I'm going to turn my controller on now so I can get ready to skip on halftime.
Select.
There's a quick pass that's incomplete. Third down.
Go.
Here's Jordan. He's going to get nothing on this play, and it's fourth down. If I'm Atlanta, just let the clock burn out and start the second half.
Select.
For some reason, YouTube is saying that I'm streaming at 0 bits per second. If that were the case, this stream wouldn't even be functional. Alright, here's Andrews. Andrews going to throw it deep to start the second half, and Edwards makes the catch. Big reception. The wide receiver Woods is injured for the rest of the game for the Royals, though. So they're going to bring out, I'm not sure who's going to bring out the replacement for that wide receiver, but Bishop is on the field now. Pass is caught by Peters behind the defender. I thought that was going to be intercepted because Atlanta looked like they were going to intercept the football. Paul Andrews is 10 for 22. He's getting better, but he's still bad at QB.
Go!
He gets about 4 yards on this play. Francisco Ford with 3 tackles so far. Here's Luis, and he's going to lose another yard. It's 4th down. And Bobby Luis is going to come off the field after that, and Dean Becker is going to take over for the run game for Cincinnati. And Dominic Burke is going to attempt to make a field goal. And they make the catch, and Robbie Luis is back in the game, and it is a tie game. Here's Cole for the kickoff. And it looks like Cook is going to be the runner. Our returning specialist Cook has brought it to, well, I guess Atlanta. This is not mine. My team is Baltimore, and they play tomorrow night. Elliott is going to be QB. He makes the throw, and not only did he avoid getting sacked twice, he still made the throw for 5 yards. Impressive. Tim Hall, though, on the other hand, has received the ball 3 times. The wide receiver has gained 32 yards total. I don't think that's a good yardage. But, you can't really always control yardage when your QB likes to throw short passes. Here's Elliott for Gordon. He's going to get 2 yards on this play, and it's 4th down. And Cincinnati's going to get the ball back. This is a really close game, 13-13. So far, no overtime matches have been discovered.
Go!
And Cincinnati's returning specialist Peters is going to take it to the 30-yard line. So Bishop is going to take over for the fullback position in place of one of Cincinnati's injured players. However, they still have one running back left, as that's Luis. They've already lost 1 yard on this drive.
Go!
Let's see if Cincinnati Bishop on his first run, and it's not a good one. He lost 1 on that play. Phillips has made the tackle for the loss. Bob Phillips has made 6 tackles today, as he's made 3 of those tackles for a loss. First and 10 for Cincinnati. They've gotten 13 yards on this drive so far.
Hike!
Here's Andrews, a good complete as it was defended by Kirk. Paul Andrews is 11 and 24. He's getting close to being more than halfway. He's definitely improved in this game, and that should have been caught, really. That pass should have definitely been caught. I don't know who number 11 is. That was Odell. Odell should have made that cut. Why didn't he make that cut? Here's Andrews to Odell. This time he does make the catch, though, for 16 yards to redeem himself from that previous play. Cincinnati's gained the 29 yards in this drive. Here's Andrews. He is going to dodge the sack. He's going to run it himself. He's going to get a first down and more. He's going to get 22 yards on a run as a QB. And it's first and 10 Cincinnati. Paul Andrews has rushed for 22 yards. He was forced to, but his offensive line fell apart. Here's a pass. Could have been intercepted by Carlson, but deflected instead. The Royals drive has gone on for 3 minutes so far. Here's Andrews. Deep pass in the end zone. Incomplete. As defended by Brown. Paul Andrews is 12 and 28 now. He's missed 4 completions in a row. He's going to run the ball to the east. Only good for 2 yards, and the Royals will bring out their field goal unit. Robbie Lewis is one of the worst running backs. 10 plays for 13 yards, not a good sign for a running back. Cincinnati is going to make the field goal, and Becker, the running back, since both of Cincinnati's running backs, I think, are injured, right? No, it's just one of them. Both teams now have at least one injured running back. And he is not coming back for the rest of this game. So in the next drive, we're going to find out who Cincinnati calls up in place of Becker. It's probably just going to be Luis for the rest of this game.
Tonight.
Here's a screen pass to Gordon. It's going to be no game. Probably a loss, actually. A loss of a few inches. Lucian Gordon has...
Go!
He's caught both of the passes that were intended to him. So, there's that. He gained 16 yards, though, out of those 2 plays. As a receiver, that's pretty good. But in terms of him being a running back, I say he's not good either. Both of these running backs are pretty bad. And there's a flag against Brad Curry against the offense.
Set hike.
Here's Elliott with the throw. Caught by Cook for the first down. There's a flag against Zach Williams for a face mask, so that's 15 more yards from the spot of the foul. That's big play right there. Plus the penalty. And they're now on the 46-yard line.
Set hike.
This could be the last play of the third quarter. Gordon's going to get 3 yards. And it is. It is now the fourth and final quarter of this ball game. Who do you think is going to win this ball game? We have plenty of minutes. Here's Elliott with the screen, incomplete. There's a flag on the field. It is defensive pass interference against Nathan Silva, and it's going to be an automatic first down. And here's Merrick Elliott. He is 12 for 24. Passing play. Both of these quarterbacks are not quarterbacks. But at least Merrick Elliott's now going to have above half. He's going to be above 500 on passing today. And there's a flag against Elton Bush for encroachment against the defense. That guy looks like he's in 9th grade. And this guy looks like he's... and this guy looks like he's a sophomore. Here's Elliott, throws the ball, and caught by Wright.
Set hike.
Here's Elliott. Loss of 3 on the play. So far, Atlanta's had the ball for 10 plays against the one. Here's a pass caught by Gordon. Gain of 12. They're going to be 1 yard short from the first. I say they can run it in for a TD if they want. This drive has gone on for 4 minutes, 54 seconds so far. Here's Elliott with the pass, caught by Jeets. One of the substitutes scores the touchdown for the Atlanta Razorbacks. And the Razorbacks are going to be in front.
Hike.
PAT is good as now the Atlanta Razorbacks lead by 4 with the scoreline being 20-16. There's still 6 minutes, 47 seconds left in Q number 4.
Set hike.
Here's the lead going for the first down. Here's Andrew. Takes the ball downfield, incomplete. It's defended by Burke again, who's been excellent on defense today.
Set hike.
Looks like Hoffman's going to be Cincinnati's second running back today. Here's Hoffman now. He's going to get a first down for them. Hoffman was on the Royals for a while, and now one of Atlanta's players is down for the rest of the game.
Hike!
I gotta figure out what the FS position stands for. Oh, he's the free safety. He was one of the safeties, one of the backfield members of the defense for Atlanta. I'm not sure how he got injured because he's not even on the field right now. I think he probably had explosive diarrhea and he's stuck on the toilet or something. I don't know. How does the safety get hurt if the defense is not on the field?
Strike!
How does one of your safeties get hurt? Here's the punting team. There's been so many questions asked from this game in this quarter, but none of them have been answered. I guess just actually in this entire time. And Atlanta's going to get bad field position over on the 15-yard line, but it's not as bad as the 1-yard line like we saw yesterday. I don't remember what team it was that had the deal with that snake. One team just scored a touchdown. Flag. It's going to be against Zach Williams for offsides against the defense, and it's 5 yards. So Cincinnati is going to look to try to get this ball back as they are down by 4. Zach Williams has made 5 tackles. One of them was for a loss throw. Here's Elliott with a deep throw wide open to right, and he gets 28 yards from it. The receiver should have been after him. Not sure why he didn't.
Go!
Some vendors should have to gain 1 way on that play. Here's Elliott. He's going to get sacked by Porter. That's his first big play of the game. Here is Atlanta's 3rd and 16. Elliott checks it downfield, incomplete. It is 4th down. And no one will be returning this ball here. Here's Andrews. Going to walk to the release. He's going to get 7 yards. Not a bad run. Seven yards on that play. Here's Andrews with a deep pass. Incomplete. Not sure who got the defense. It was Richardson. That's his first defensive play of the game. Paul Andrews is now 13 and 33. I mean, he's thrown 20 incompletions now. I think the Cincinnati quarterback needs better. And it looks like Peters, the tight end for the Cincinnati Royals, is down, but not out.
Hike!
Zane Peters has done well for Cincinnati, but he is currently on the sidelines. with a knee injury. There's a flag on the field against Zane Hogan for passive. And we are experiencing some technical issues with our broadcast. I'm not sure why, because this is the second day in a row we've had this problem at the same exact time. It seems like the internet goes to rubbish at 1 a.m. I don't know why. There's no reason for it, because everyone should be asleep except for us. And anyone else watching this live stream. There's a flag against Luke Baldwin for holding. That sounds like a Harry Potter film name. It literally sounds like somebody from the Harry Potter movie. Paul Andrews is 15 and 35. He has got 30 incompletion. No, he's got 20 incompletion. And Peters is returning. The tight end for Cincinnati's coming back for this game.
Tonight.
Here's Andrews. Sacked by the defense. Cincinnati's got 2 minutes to go until they lose if they do not find a way to score a touchdown. Stolen 18. Big play on the line here. Here's Andrews with the pass. Incomplete. It is fourth down. I think they might go for it. And they will. 4th and 18. Can they convert a fourth down? Gonna throw it into it. The first Atlanta has to deal with Cincinnati's timeouts first. Here's Elliott. Throws the ball down the field. Caught by Hall for a huge first down. Now, if you're Cincinnati, even if you concede a field goal, it's still a one-possession game. Cincinnati's going to call timeout. It's 2nd and 1. If they get this first down, it's over. Here's Marek Elliott.
Go!
And there it is. As the Razorbacks enter winning formation. As he takes the knee, this game is in the books. Final score 16-20. And the Razorbacks will win.
Go!
And that is it. Atlanta will win this preseason game 16-20. And now we have one more preseason game to go before we call this stream a day. Our last game today is between the Carolina Rattlers and the Pittsburgh Ironhawks, which is basically your equivalent of the Carolina Panthers versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. This game is being hosted in the city of Pittsburgh, so I will have to check the weather in that city. All right, the stadium is going to be Ironhawk Stadium.
And I'm going to go check the weather in Pittsburgh right now. There is a freeze watch in Pittsburgh right now, so if you are in that area, please be careful. As it is 48 degrees. Well, I don't know why it's a freeze watch. Temperature's only going down to 42. It's not going down to 32. I mean, I guess it will be 39 degrees Friday night, so at least during the AM hours of Friday nights. So it's getting cold out in Pittsburgh. So the forecast, it's clear right now. It is cold in Pittsburgh right now, so make sure you wear a sweater. It is nighttime, obviously, and the wind speed is 3 miles per hour, so this is going to be a no-wind game. And let's begin the fourth and final game of the day. Alright, Carolina's going to call heads as they're the away team. Carolina won the toss, and they elect to receive. Here we go. Two teams that I think had a good history in the past in my friend Devin's league called the XAFL. Carolina went 11-0 at one point. They didn't win the season though, and Pittsburgh ended up winning a Access Bowl at the time. Two teams that have something to prove today in this preseason. Here is the Carolina offense on the bottom. Punt's going to be quarterback here. He's going to run it to Bradley, and it's going to be another game. And now the Pittsburgh defense is on the field. There is an X-Factor player on that side. Here's Bradley on the run. He's going to get 5 yards here. It's third down. Jose Bradley has run for 5 yards in 2 attempts, which is not a good look, and now it's 4 yards and 3 attempts. As he's tackled by Peters, and it's going to be Pittsburgh football. Danny Drugan, I think that's Danny Drugan. He is the creator of Access Football, by the way. And yeah, he has a player. He made a player for the Pittsburgh Ironhawks. Here's the Pittsburgh offense.
Tonight.
Danny Drugan is the X-Factor player on this team. Of course he is. He's been playing for that team for almost 10 years. Kennedy's made the tackle for the loss. And here's Carolina's defense on the bottom.
Go!
Here's Daniels. Daniels is going to make a throw, deep throw, caught by Thomas for 40 yards. And there's a face mask call against Pat Lynch. And that's another 15 yards, putting them for a total of 45-yard gain, putting them on the 8-yard line. That is crazy.
Hike!
So that might be a 55-yard gain. My apologies. No, that is a 45-yard gain. I can't do that.
Alright, fourth play of the drive. Gone 41 yards so far. Here's Daniel. Pass is caught by Danny Jugan, and he's going to score for the Pittsburgh Longhawks first. As they take the early lead.
Tonight.
Also, that picture of Danny Jugan is not what he actually looks like. So yeah, some of these pictures are inaccurate. Like I don't expect all the people to be accurate, but you would expect that the developer's picture is accurate. Here's Elias. He's going to not bring the ball out very far. It's on the 18. Hunt is still a QB for Carolina. He's going to bring it to Bradley, who's not had a good start. But he did get 6 yards here. Second play of the drive.
Tonight.
6 yards so far, and we're going to get 3 more. Total of 9.5. Jose Bradley has rushed the ball 5 times, but he's only been 13 yards. Throws the ball, caught by Watson, and it's first down. Davis Hunt is 1-1. Reuben Watson gets called for a false start, and it's going to be a 5-yard penalty against the offense. Fifth play of the drive. Here's a pass. Ooh, he couldn't get there. Number 29 couldn't get there. The pass was overthrown. And I think it was actually 28. That was Bradley that was the intended receiver. Here's Hunt. Deep pass is caught by Watson for a 36-yard gain. And that's a big throw by Hunt to redeem himself from overthrowing the ball in the previous play. Hunt is 2 for 3 today so far. Here's Hunt again. On the field. Pass is caught by Hopkins. And it's going to be a call against Joshua Larson. And it's going to be against the offense. So this one's coming back. First and 20. Davis Hunt is 2 for 3 still. We're going to try to run the ball on a first and 20. I'm not sure why they're not passing the ball or nothing, but Jose Bradley has gotten 15 yards and 6 rushes. That was a very overthrown pass, and it's now 3rd and 18. 10th play of the drive. They've only gotten 56 yards. And it's now 4th down. And they're going to kick a field goal here. And Carolina's got one of the best kickers in this league. Oh, it's no good. I spoke too soon. It hit the side post. And it's like no good field goal. That's the first time I've seen the Carolina Rattlers miss a field goal in
Hike.
franchise history. I think. Atlanta's the only other kicker that is at the level of Carolina's kicker.
Tonight.
Here's Jordan. Caught by Danny Regan for 25 yards.
Go.
Here's Dixon. He gets 1 yard. As Tank Dixon's rushed for 9 yards in 2 plays. It's not
Tonight.
the best, but at least he's getting yards. And there's a sack as Daniels is taken down by Harrison. That'll be his first sack of the game. And that's the end of the first quarter. So far, the Ironhawks are leading still, 7-0.
Go.
It's good, yes. Caught right there, Regan. And that's a first down for Pittsburgh. Six play of the drive. They've gotten 49 yards so far. And now we've gotten a total of 57 after that play. 2nd and 2. Sixth play of the drive. They've gotten 57 already. Here's Dixon. He's a little bit short of the end zone. 1st and goal. He's made 7. This is the 8th play of this drive. They've got 68 yards, and Dixon gets 2 yards. That is practically in the end zone. And that line is in the end zone. There's no reason that is not a touchdown. Even though I don't like Pittsburgh as a Baltimore fan, I got you can't be losing the game. The Pittsburgh Ironhawks should have gotten that touchdown, but they do now. And Tank Dixon's coming back in, and the Ironhawks score because of Shaw. And here comes the PAT.
Tonight.
And it's good, and it is now 14-0 now. Alright, here comes the Elias. And the Carolina players failed to even stop him.
Tonight.
Here's Hunt. Throws the ball incomplete. Davis Hunt is not having a good quarterback day for Carolina. Here's Hunt. He's going to screen it to Bradley. He's going to get 9 yards on this play. And then
Go.
Bradley. He's going to get the first down.
Hike!
Here's Bradley again. It's a gain of 3 yards.
Strike!
Sean Evans is going to come in for a running back for the Carolina.
Hut!
Fake handoff. Wide open pass to Watson, and Watson on the run. And we're going to stop him at the line of 10-yard line. We're going to stop him in the line, and Jose Bradley's coming back to the running back position. And it is now down.
Hike!
21 yards. Down the field. It is against Malcolm Schneider from the Ironhawks, and it's going to be first and goal from the 4-yard line.
Hike!
9 rushing plays, but only 20 yards. He's not been great, and the Rattlers score a touchdown, and they are going to change this game back to a one-possession game.
Go!
I still think he's a good kicker, even though he missed that one kick. Everybody's going to miss a kick at some point in their career, especially if the ball is on the side. Alright, here's the kickoff by Woods. He's already one of the best kickers in this league. He's going to kick it all the way down. And Danny Jugan's going to win it. And stopping around just short of the 30. Don't want to take a quarter and a half to do so, but Pittsburgh
Sit
has
hut.
the ball for 13 seconds so far. This is the second play. That ball is incomplete as Davis dropped it. It'll just shake you off and I just shake off the pass like that. You can't let that get you. Here's Davis with a deep throw, incomplete, as it was defended by Poland. And Blair Daniels is a quarterback for Pittsburgh. For Johnny Jugan, and it was a 14-yard game. Blair Daniels is 7-9. He's one of the best quarterbacks in this league. And that's incomplete. It's 2nd and 10. Blair Daniels is 7-10 now. He's going to throw it right over. Oh, it's incomplete. He's overthrown it. And so far, the Ironhawks have had the ball
Hike.
for 1 seconds. This is their second play. Pass is thrown. There's a flag. It's against Weston Riley. It's going to be against Weston Riley from Carolina, and it's first and 10, just like that. As they call him for holding. Player is now 7-11. This hot streak with this quarterback is slowly going away. Tank Dixon is actually a good running back as well. Not as good as Joseph Snyderland, but he's definitely something. Here's Daniels. He gets the first down.
Hike.
The drive. Here's Daniels. That's a sack. Cruz gets the sack, but the center back Bridges is out with a knee injury for the rest of this game. So that's not a good sign for this Carolina defense. He's the cornerback. He's the star of the. He's the leader of the Pittsburgh defense, or he was the leader of the Carolina defense. Face mask against Don Lloyd. I think it's going to be against Carolina again. And it's first down again. Here's the 12th play of the drive. This whole game is getting played by contact. There's another foul on the field. It is against Jefferson West. This time it's against the Ironhawks for offensive pass interference. We're going to take that touchdown back.
Hike.
Aldo Hanson has made 1 sack and 3 tackles. As incomplete. Defended by Hole. Blair Daniels has made 7 completions and
Hike.
Here's a pass now. It's incomplete. It's 3rd and 12.
Hike.
Here's Daniels. He's going to throw it deep. Incomplete. It's 4th down. And Park has defended the ball.
Go.
It's good, but barely. And it's going to be a 10-point game. The return here is going to be a touchback.
Hike.
Nice screen pass to Ellis, and it's going to be first down after a 19-yard game.
Hike.
Here's a pass. Incomplete. So far, Carolina's had the possession.
Tonight.
The third play of the drive. There's a flag on the field. It's against Eddie Ellis for offensive pass interference, and it's going to be a loss of 10 yards.
Go! Hike!
There's 25 seconds left in the half. Pittsburgh's got 2 timeouts.
And hike!
Dixon, he's going to go 2 yards. So far, Tank Dixon is a good running back.
Go!
41 yards and 7 plays. That was the end of the first half. Going to skip halftime real quick. Get straight into the second half of the final game of the day.
And hike!
Second and 9.
Then hike!
I think that was not a good play.
Hike! Go!
Kick off. And Lawrence will get control of the ball now.
Go! Sit hut!
There's a screen incomplete. And it's one of the Jugans. Mark Jugan, offensive linebacker, Western New Orleans team, has been injured for the rest of this game. Offensive linebacker.
Then hike! Set hike. Set hike. Set hike. Hike!
Carolina's now down, but not out, so both of the quarterbacks are down. It's going to be first and 10. 26-yard line. This is the final game of the night. I'm going to start announcing what the games will be for Thursday night football. There's probably going to be some games that I won't be able to because the NFL playing will competing all at the same time. Thankfully, both of these teams, thankfully, Pittsburgh and Cincinnati played those two fan bases because it's going to be the Steelers versus the Bengals tomorrow, which means all Bengals fans and Steelers fans are probably going to be watching the NFL rather than the UAFL. That's a flag against Dane Jugan for a false start. So yeah, other than that, other than the Pittsburgh fan base and the Cincinnati fan base, the remaining 38 fan bases should be able to stick around for tomorrow's Thursday night football matchups, which those includes it's going to be the Baltimore Paladins versus the Louisiana Raiders. It's going to be the Oklahoma City Cyclones versus the Toronto Wizards. The Indianapolis Gladiators versus the Green Bay Axemen. And finally, the Chicago Whitecaps versus the Orlando Rockets. That's good for 4 yards. It's the fourth quarter now.
Go! Strike!
Third down, 2-yard line.
Strike. Take.
Dixon's just going to stand there menacingly and get tackled.
Hike.
Like defending this pass right here.
Sit up.
First pass.
Hike.
The fourth quarter now.
Sit up.
He's almost over. He's going to get a first down. This has been a very defensive game.
Tonight.
There's a field goal attempt by the Iron Hawks. They just that is good. And the Iron Hawks score 3 points. It's 20-7 now. Now 13-point game here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Hike.
He is sacked by the Pittsburgh defense. Sacked by Lamar.
Go!
Run himself, but he gets sacked in the process. It's minus 9 on that play by Harrison. It's third down. The pass is incomplete as fourth down.
Tonight.
First time out.
Hike!
Here's Hicks, he gets 16 yards. Now if I'm Carolina, you're going to want to get this ball back after you score.
Go!
I've already used 2 times.
Hike!
There's a first down for Carolina, 2-minute warning is it.
Tonight.
The guard for Carolina, Silva, is injured for the rest of this game.
Tonight.
Watson gets the first down for the Riders. Carolina's on the verge of scoring a touchdown. Even Watson is not in the celebration. But it's a first down. Riders call a final timeout. I think they can use all the time they can get, so...
Tonight.
Carolina throws incomplete.
Hike!
But that's caught for a touchdown. The Riders score. And they are now down by 9.
Go!
do it here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And there's also going to do it for tonight's set of games. Remember, tomorrow we will have Thursday night football. Only two of those markets are not going to be here tomorrow because Pittsburgh and actually it could be more. Let me look at the CFL.
Hike!
And that is it. The fourth and final game is over, which means it is now time to end today's live stream for Wednesday night football. I want to thank everyone for tuning in for Wednesday night football. For some of you guys, it's now officially Thursday. Don't forget, we will be back tomorrow for some more action. My team, Baltimore, is playing tomorrow. That's going to be at 10 p.m. if everything goes according to plan. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.